They talking about shit that is relevant. Gave a break to these niggas, they couldn't compare to me, so I got back in my element. Back in that mo when I'm back in my end. I brought back the badges, just blew with my friends. Swing the door open, this AMG Benz. The tint too dark, can't see through the lens. I don't be seeing these niggas.
What's going on, man? We at the Dawg Pound, and this is Dawg Talk with Ebony. I'm your host, I'm Elijah. I'm the owner of the Dawg Pound facility. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I work for NASCAR. I train all Toyota drivers. I own this performance company called Pound Fitness, and I run it up under the Dawg Pound. I got a special guest with me today. She is one of the coaches here, Ebony.
Hi guys, what's up with you?
Ebony just moved down from Martinsville, Virginia, right? She came to pursue her career or her lifelong dream in being a strength coach / personal trainer. So we're gonna get to know her today.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so how's the transition, man? How's the move?
The move has been good. I really like the city of Charlotte. It's lit here, it's a lot to do. I say anytime you're making a big change in your life, you just have to be prepared to take a risk and build. So I just feel like coming in with that mindset and just working hard every day, you'll be fine. So far so good.
All right. What's some of the things that make Charlotte so lit, though?
There's a lot of places to eat.
Okay, for sure.
I actually have a list that I'll like every time I ride past somewhere, I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to try that. I want to see how it is. So I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
So with caution.
Okay, for sure.
But
now, you know that was about to come next.
With caution. So yeah, I don't know, and also I feel like everybody that I've run into just have, good personality. That southern aura. So like people are nice.
Yeah. He did.
So yeah, I feel like it's still so much I need to explore and see, but that's, I guess, two of my favorite things so far.
Okay.
Oh, and a lot of people work out here.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a big fitness place. I mean, I don't know how else to word it, but you see a lot of people working out in the fitness industry.
Yeah, it is. I mean, outside of like us, you feel me? It's a couple other spots that's kind of doing the same thing that we doing a little bit. You know what I'm saying, on a different scale, whether it's lower or upper. You know what I'm saying? But it is a. I can't say Charlotte is filled with a lot of people inside of the fitness industry.
For sure.
And they're trying to really blow this thing up.
Yeah.
What was your expectation on coming down here, man? Like when you decided to up and move out of Martinsville and come down here, what was like your expectation?
So, well, from Martinsville, I went to Richmond, where I was at for 5 years, which is a city, but a smaller city. So I guess coming to Charlotte, I just expected to expand and grow. Yeah. Expand and grow and just put myself out there more. I feel like it's more exposure. So yeah, coming into it, me making the move was to grow and expand my brand. Absolutely.
Facts. And what is your brand? What's Ebony Reynolds' brand?
E-Ray Fitness. Of course, my passion is to train people and to help them better their lifestyle, but I feel like my purpose is to influence and be vulnerable and show that it's a process and that it's a marathon. It doesn't happen overnight, and I feel like God placed this in my life because I can show all of the steps.
Exactly.
And just be real with the process.
That's valid.
So that's kind of what my brand stands for.
Hey man, y'all tap in the Ebony brand, man. Shout your Instagram out. Go ahead, do your thing.
At E-Ray Fit. It's very simple. E-R-E-Y Fit.
Yeah, man. Y'all tap in, man. Ebony is gonna be one of the best coaches out here in the city, man. Especially, she give you a different aspect of things. Going into that, how does it feel being a female in this field?
It can be challenging at times. I feel like it is. Would you say it's male dominated?
I definitely think it's male dominated.
But I would say it's growing to be, more of a female comfort place or whatnot. Like I feel like it's more females stepping out there and taking that leadership role. So I guess just like any other industry, you just have to come in and back up what you say.
Yeah.
Be confident.
Facts.
And just have the education behind what you're teaching, and that'll take care of the rest, you know? So, of course, as it's anything, like being a woman, you just have to show you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, that's part of the reason why, like, because when I made that post, a lot of people reached out to me, but I knew that I wanted to bring on a female.
Yeah.
Just for that reason. One, it's gonna create diversity within the building.
Absolutely.
And it's a lot of females that actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I always feel like it's good to give that one person a chance that, and you know what I'm saying, pop their shit a little bit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And then also, I feel like it opens the door to more, you know, a bigger variety of people, because some people, I don't know, I'm not gonna say they get intimidated by a male trainer, but they'll be like, I'd rather train with the female. Some females are like shy, intimidating, so I feel like having the female and the male perspective in the facility is a great thing.
Valid.
Yeah.
Valid. All right, so we talked about like the process, right? Showing how the process is really real. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen overnight. You can't. You gotta slow cook this thing.
Yeah.
So with that being said, how do you feel about? Well, let's go back. Do you think that your body image matters when it comes to being a strength and conditioning coach / personal trainer?
I mean, in reality, it kind of does.
Yeah.
It does.
Facts. I mean, we talking real shit.
Yeah, it does. But with that being said, that doesn't mean if you're not where you want to be with your physique, you shouldn't pursue it.
Yeah.
But I do think, you know, just like any other job field, you have to look the part. Yeah. So I mean, like, people will trust you more if they see you doing it in your real life.
Yeah.
So I think it does. That's just my answer.
Okay. I mean, I agree with you. Yeah. For sure. I mean, there's nothing that I don't agree with there, but it's just interesting to get other people's opinions on it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll say that everybody's body type is different. So somebody could be fit and be super strong, but not look ideal to society.
Yeah.
So again, you have to have the education to back it up. And
you gotta understand that type of stuff.
Yeah. They don't. They be like, she can't train me, or he can't train me. She don't look this way or that way. So it plays a part.
So facts. So here we go. So this was gonna kill people right here, man. For all the people that's out here, like, I like to call them Instagram or YouTube coaches, right? They have that natural physique, right? They naturally have the ideal image, but they don't know shit about shit when it comes to training, when it comes to coaching, when it comes to anything. But people gravitate to them, or people paying their money to those individuals, and when those people don't have a clue on what's going on when it comes to improving somebody's physical adaptations.
I agree. And then they get a client that's not genetically blessed.
Yeah.
And then they're lost.
Yeah.
So, it's okay, edit this part out.
Yeah.
So the playlist finished.
Let's keep moving.
Okay.
But yeah.
So yeah, I feel like the fitness industry has grown so much, especially on social media. And unfortunately, there are people who are just genetically blessed, and then they have the image so they can promote a fitness business.
Yeah.
And if you do have a huge following, then you might have a better chance of, you know, getting a client, but retaining is key.
Yeah.
So.
How do you, as a female, I got my answer, but as a female, you know what I'm saying, not to make this a gender thing, but how do you work around that? And also, do you feel that for a female that looks the part has a greater chance of becoming an influencer when it comes to the fitness industry?
In today's society, probably so, but I don't know, it's hard, because I just feel like once you know, get your foot in the door and you get a client and you show them, you know, your version of it, and they get real results, but they don't just get the real results. They get the what is it? What am I trying to say? The full-time communication, the check-ins, the this is not working for me, so what do I do now? Somebody who doesn't have the education is not going to be able to apply that.
Facts.
So, but I do think it plays a part, and that's just something we can't change because social media is just such a big platform. But at the end of the day, your work is going to show for itself.
Yeah.
And I know so many people that be like, "Oh, I bought this 30-day program," and now
Trash.
this
shit trash.
and
bro.
now they're just done for. So, but yeah, what's your answer?
So, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people. So, first of all, let me say, one of my pet peeves is watch people do things wrong.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, Coach Westbrook does not play about his form. He be correcting me. I be like, okay, you right.
Yeah, I don't like seeing people do shit wrong.
Yeah.
And for you to call yourself a coach and you coach somebody on and they're doing it wrong, and you can't tell them why it's wrong or how it's wrong, that's an issue for me, bro. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, everybody knows what training with me. The first thing I say is I don't do injuries.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're injured, you can't perform.
Yeah.
Right? If you can't perform, you can't get better.
Absolutely.
So it's like I don't do injuries. So like I'm key on proper technique, proper form, doing things the right way.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people out here are fucking it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And then it kind of messes it up for us because like people are hesitant to, you know, I'm not saying, you know, in this particular situation, but it can mess it up for people who really do know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Because like I can't trust this person. It's like every experience is not the same, but those false advocacy out there is definitely playing a role in our careers.
Yeah. So man, if you out here, man, and
Cut the cap.
cut the cap, bro. Stop fucking messing people up out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just having them do workouts you see on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
And the whole nine, or be stealing other people's movements or workouts, and you can't explain what it does or why it works.
Yeah. At least try it yourself first.
Yeah, like come on, man. And then another thing that kills me when people be combining hella movements.
Yeah.
We be doing squat, press, punch. Like, what the fuck is that? What are you working? What are you working? What are you working?
No, it's on Instagram. It's crazy.
Bro,
I've seen some insane stuff, and I've been like, that doesn't even make sense.
Instagram is crazy.
Fitness can be very simple. Would you say, depending on what you're training for?
It's simple.
It is simple.
Bro. It's ABCs 1, 2, 3, man. You might throw a little twist in there depending on the athlete and their experience level, but
so when you see somebody doing 3 exercises in one movement,
what do you say? Cut the cap. This shit it sucks, bro.
Yeah, it does.
Y'all suck.
I mean, straight like that.
Nah, but to each his own. Like I say, everybody got their niche, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you like, continue doing what you like.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking nobody, so let's go ahead and throw that out there. I'm definitely not knocking nobody's style of training.
No, absolutely
but
not.
if you can have somebody doing 3 movements, make sure they're doing all 3 movements correctly.
Make sure the form is proper.
Yeah, man. All right, so you fresh to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Right? You was working at Crunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You picked up everything to come rock with your boy, and I appreciate that, and I'm forever indebted. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take it to the top.
We are.
But I know it's some struggles that come with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you literally gave up your clientele out there in Virginia.
40 clients to be exact.
You know what I'm saying? But to come down here and really grind this out, talk to me about some of the struggles that you got going on.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna start from the beginning. So, of course, I found out about the Dawg Pound on social media. So, social media can be a good thing. But no, I just saw your technique, and then you can kind of just listen to someone until they know what they're talking about, until that they're confident in what they're doing. And I don't know, I'm a godly person, shout out to God. And I just had that feeling like, yeah, this is going to be a great thing. So I feel like that takes care of me during the struggles, because I know eventually it's going to be something great. It already is something great, but it's going to continue to grow bigger. But some of the struggles is just when you come to a brand new city, nobody knows who you are.
Yeah.
And you're coming into an industry that's not like a regular 9 to 5. So it's not like you go in and this is what you're doing, this is your pay. You have to prove yourself. Prove yourself. It's that simple. And, promote yourself as well. So, which recording content is like fun to me. So that's not really a struggle. It's just getting people to trust you, which is just like a part of it. So I guess the biggest thing is just growing your clientele. And when you've already came from a place where you've had it and you did prove yourself, it's kind of like starting at square one.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing, and it's a hard thing too. So if anybody wants to move to a new city and you feel like you can't because you're a personal trainer and you're not solidified in that city, I understand how it can be intimidating, but just like you did it in the city before, you can do it here.
Facts. And yo, I'm so sorry I sold Ebony short, man. Let me tell y'all about Ebony, dog. Again, like she was working at Crunch Fitness. She had over 40 clients already. She was doing her thing. She also played college basketball, if y'all didn't know, man. She played at VSU, right?
Yep.
VSU. I ain't gonna say if she was good or not, but you know what I'm saying? But
I was alright.
she played a sport in college. She played a very hard sport to get a scholarship in college. And that was one of the other things that stood out to me too, is I wanted another athlete in here.
Yeah.
I feel like if you ain't been around it, how do you coach it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
training like an athlete is completely different than bodybuilding training. It's two different lanes.
So let's talk a little bit about that. How do you think being a college athlete helped you to kind of flow into this field, or did it help you at all?
I will say, when you're an athlete, there's similarities for sure, but it's completely different from being a coach. Like everybody who is an athlete is not gonna want to learn fitness outside of that, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I feel like it did definitely mold me into I am today, like discipline. Like when I'm motivating a client, it's just like motivating a teammate. So yeah, it's definitely similarities, and I feel like I just fell in love with being in control of what my body does.
Yeah.
Because training is how you perfect your performance. So it's just like I love that. If I can control this, if I can come in here and do this and then perform better,
why not, right?
I love that. Yeah, so I feel like it definitely, triggered my passion and helped me figure it out. It is different, but it has its similarities, yeah, for sure.
Facts. So how does, from being an athlete, how does it translate to your regular lifestyle? Do you still, like I said, do you still keep that same discipline? Do you still wake up at them early mornings how we used to have to do? Do you still follow a certain regimen based off of from when you was a basketball player in school?
So, at Virginia State University, we practice at 4:30 a.m. I do not currently wake up at 4:30 a.m. I do not currently wake up that early. No, seriously, it was insane. But I feel like definitely the discipline part. I feel like that's where my discipline started, and I gotta give it its credit,
Yeah.
Because being a college athlete is a whole different story. There's a lot to it, and you have to be disciplined to maintain and to do well. So, yeah, I feel like definitely in my everyday life, I still use some of those same tactics.
Yeah.
What about you?
Man, yeah. I mean, it's like my routine has been embedded in me. You know what I'm saying? And I never stopped. I never stopped being an athlete.
Yeah.
So it's so when I was playing college ball, playing football, played at A&T, the best HBCU in the land, you dig. But, and G-Ho coming up, so yeah. But anyway, like that schedule that we had. So I'm just kind of like, obviously it changed throughout the season, but like so like let's do an in season schedule. We had 5:30 lift, right? Had 6:30 meeting, right? Then we had to go to breakfast check-in. You had to be there by 7:45 because you got your first class at 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go to your classes throughout the day. Boom, boom, boom. You got meeting at 3 o'clock. You got get ready for practice at 4. You practice from 4 to 6. Boom, boom. And then you still gotta like do homework and try to maintain social life.
Yeah.
So.
But I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
So, because I noticed football players have so many meetings. What are y'all doing in those meetings?
Shit, nigga, I used to be asleep. Nah.
Like study hall or?
Nah, like so those meetings. So like the morning meeting, it'd be like a defensive meeting. So you got like defensive meetings. You got position meetings. You got team meetings. Right. So like in the morning, it'd be like the defensive meeting. We'll go over like practice. I mean, we'll go over the game, or practice film.
Okay.
Right. And then watch game from the other team.
Yeah.
And then the meeting before practice is like, we watch film on what we about to go practice. So we'll watch like scheme and the whole 9, and then we'll be on the field at 4 o'clock. We practice that shit, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
If we practice like boo-boo, we'll go right into the film room and watch it. Or whenever, bro.
And that's every day.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? Monday through Thursday, we travel on Fridays.
Yeah.
And then we play on Saturday, whatever, cool. But, so after all that scheduling, I just said, your day probably end at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Because practice over at 6, but then you got to go to the cabin, eat, then you got to do homework, then you want to kick it with your homies, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been doing bullshit all day.
Yeah.
So you lay down about 10 o'clock, wake up and do it all over again.
Yeah.
So transitioning, I work, every day I clock in to work. Again, cause I still, outside of this, I train for NASCAR. My first athlete is at 7 o'clock, right? But I live 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
So I'm up at 5:45, 5:30, so I can get there on time. You know what I'm saying? So I walk in the gym every morning at 6:45.
Yeah.
Right? I do my work, which is like, to me, takes place like practice and class.
Yeah.
So I get off work at 3 o'clock, and then I push right back. I push down here to the gym, you know what I'm saying, to the Dawg pound, and I'm here till 8, 9 o'clock.
And that's not including programming, client check-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do that, and then when I get off, I walk out of the gym, lock the gym up 8:30, 8 o'clock, whatever. I still gotta go home and attend to a girlfriend that I ain't seen all day, so I gotta make sure she cool and, you know what I'm saying, woo. So they go that personal life aspect.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then, so it's rinse and repeat for real. So I feel like I never stopped being an athlete.
Yeah, because that's schedule. But I mean, honestly, it was just building you up for
this.
Yes, exactly. One thing I want to touch on about the athlete thing, because obviously at the Dawg Pound, we do work with a lot of athletes.
Yes.
So I don't know, what your experience was, but I feel like mental health is a huge thing, and like being an athlete, and it's not a lot of light shedding on it. So like, what do you think is some of the things we can do to like make sure our athletes are good mentally and physically?
Yeah, bro. So like that plays a big part in your physical adaptations is what's going on inside, because everything in your body works together. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So honestly, I think that's on the coach. Like just mental check-ins, like, and you probably do it self-consciously. I know I do it. Like,
I do it too.
Just having genuine conversations with your athlete or with your client. Just you know what I'm saying, what's going on? Like, how's life? Like even with us, like when we talking today, I asked you, how you and your folks? You know what I'm saying? Just because like stuff like that matters.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if you're not happy in here, then you're gonna be having a pissed off attitude.
It's like a domino effect.
Yeah, and vice versa. Like, so I gotta make sure that my athletes is cool. I gotta make sure my clients is cool. And shit, I gotta make sure I'm cool. Cause I know some days I'll be having long days. I come here and I am not feeling it.
Yeah.
And they know. They like, shit, coach tripping today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? And they
My
right.
clients used to say, "Are you mad today? Did you eat today?"
Yeah.
'Cause it carries over sometimes.
It carries over and it shouldn't, but we human, so it
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
So the mental health piece is big, bro. So
It is. It's huge.
check on your athletes, make sure they cool before you know what I'm saying.
And your regular clientele, if you are a coach or trainer, I feel like that's been huge with my client retention. It's just like I might message you randomly throughout the day.
Yeah.
Did you eat today? Did you drink your water? How you feel? It's like that's huge.
And I feel like a lot of my you can tell like a lot of the people that I coach and train and work with, we got like you would think we were best friends.
Yeah.
Cause like I joke with him, I kid with him, we talk shit.
I know. Now you're 30 minutes into the session. It's like, hold on.
Yeah.
Do your next set.
Yeah. So they I think that's very important. That's a great statement. What I'm gonna do is we got some surprises for y'all. We're gonna bring on a special guest for that topic.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, man. How do you feel? So going into this, if there's a lesson that you learned as being a coach, trainer, and or athlete, is there a lesson that you think everybody should learn?
From a trainer and coach perspective?
Yeah, that the average person wouldn't get.
Everybody's different.
Okay.
And everybody's body is different.
Okay.
I just feel like being in our industry, you have to learn to adapt.
Yeah.
Because every client is not the same. Every client's body won't respond the same. And also, I feel like as far as like the coaching and training perspective, that's my biggest thing. Because I feel like a lot of people come into this and be like, oh, I can do this. It worked for her, him. It might work for everybody.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
Facts.
So that, and then, another big lesson. I don't know. For me, I feel like you said something good when you was like, make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
I feel like in our industry, just how we are, how we carry ourselves, how we are in the gym, when we clock in to when we leave. Like, people don't understand, like, if you have like 10 clients in a day, you need to be the same from the 1st to the 10th.
And it's hard.
It is hard. It's super hard, and it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. Cause like my energy changes all the time. Like
Yeah.
Like the strength coaches at my job, they tell me like, hey, like you need to pick up your energy.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, alright, my fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm tripping.
Right,
You know what I'm
respect.
saying?
Yeah.
And vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Man, that's how we got today, man. Here at the Dawg Pound. Shout out to Ebony for coming on here and doing her thing and talking her talk, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Tap in with the Dawg Pound.
Tap in with the Dawg Pound. You did.
Don't you sleep on Charlotte dudes, cause we get busy, ayy. Who riding with me, I'ma ride it for my city. It ain't on me, bitches see me, got some